maximum deadlift, just come down, pick the bar up, and pull it as fast as possible. So you'll watch them do their heaviest pulls, and they'll just be like that. Now that obviously works well for them, and I would venture to guess that probably 50% of the people are going to do well with that strategy. And the theory is that then you utilize the stretch reflex by not camping down there that much. But I think probably the other 50% of people probably are going to do better by camping down there for a little bit longer. I'm not limited by the stretch shortening cycle. I've got to like get my mind right and get a tight grip, and I wait for the feeling to come. And if you watch a lot of deadlifters in powerlifting contests, they do that. They wait. They don't take their time. So do Olympic weightlifters. They will take their time down there. So try both ways and figure out what's best for you. But when I do a maximum deadlift, you know, I will line up. I'll get my grip. I'll get set. I'll wiggle my legs around, and then I'll pump my legs a few times until I feel right. So that's thought number one. Try both ways, see what you like the most, but don't be afraid to take your time down there if that helps you. Second thought, I get a lot of emails from people who will ask me, you know, hey, can you look at my form? But I don't think, like, your form is dependent upon your goal. So if your goal is to maximize transfer to sport, or to minimize the potential for injury, or to look as pretty as possible, then I would say, you know, keep your back as arched as possible, keep your neck packed, you know, so you look like this. This would be your setup right here, you know. That. But if your goal is to maximize lifting poundage, and just a side note, if you go to powerlifting competitions, you'll notice this. Probably, you know, 7 or 8 out of 10 of them, they round their upper back and they relax their shoulders. And most of the best deadlifters in the world do that too. So if your goal, you know, let's say you're a 500-pound deadlifter and you want to get to 600, just like a lot of powerlifters who start out bodybuilding and do the narrow stance squats, you know, to try and target their quads, once they learn to get a wider stance and sit back, you know, at first it's harder, but over time they can climb to much higher poundages. Same thing with the deadlift. If you get to a point where instead of lining up like this, you round your upper back, not my lower back stays, but you just round the upper back, and instead of getting the shoulders back, you pull them down right here. That is the style that most people will find over time maximizes the weight that they can lift for the deadlift. So anyway, those are just a couple of quick thoughts. Hope you enjoy the video.